So just catching up with modified TQ, Michael Orlowski. Well done, Michael.
Thank you.
So obviously you knew going into that last race, you kind of knew that you had it. It wasn't nailed on because you only had 2 round wins. Mark could have matched you, but obviously in the wet, he wasn't going to beat your fastest time.
Yeah, I just wanted to have a go. You never know, tomorrow it's meant to be sunny, but you never know, it might rain again or we'll have wet conditions because there's a lot of rain coming down. The car was good, had a few spins, had unlucky coming together with someone on the straight. I had a lot more power and I didn't expect the other car to be so slow. And then Bruno just got me at the end, but the pace was very good. Car was good, so it was nice to have that pace in the wet as well as in the dry.
Yeah, it looked like you were, you had a few mistakes, not mistakes, but you looked like you were pushing on a lot more and a few spins, half spins. Bruno looked a bit more sort of sensible on the throttle, but you were doing the same sort of lap times.
Yeah, I was just enjoying it, finding the limit. I knew it's not going to change anything in my results, so I thought I would go for it, and it was the right way to go, but just got a bit unlucky.
And like you say, for tomorrow, that might be good information.
I don't know, probably not, but for the future, if there are any Euros or Worlds, in California it might rain. In November, you never know, so just drive around, have some fun, and just make sure. I knew I would not lose the TQ, but it's always good to get additional points. So
what about, round 3 of qualifying when Mark just sort of, he pipped you and Bruno at the end. Did you kind of know, it's kind of looked like you and Bruno all weekend, so were you expecting Mark to pop up there?
Yeah, Mark was fast in Q1 at the beginning. He was really quick many rounds, and it was very close. We had a difficult situation with the tire strategy. I thought maybe I'll go on used. Last minute we decided to go on new, so the tire preparation wasn't perfect and my car wasn't feeling as good as before, and Mark got the TQ, was really close for the 5 minutes, so it's cool to have Mark behind me, and then Bruno will be third, so I knew Mark is fast, so I was not surprised he got the TQ in Q3.
Yeah, because it was pretty epic. There was like 1.5 tenths between the 3 of you.
Yeah, it was probably 0.2.
Yeah. So absolutely nothing between it. So really, really close. But anyway, well done on your TQ.
Thank you.
So with Adam Izsay, front wheel drive TQ. Well done on that, Adam.
Thank you very much.
So you chose to sat out round 1 then to save tyres?
Yeah, yesterday we were changing the car a lot, and Stefan was still a bit faster, and we were driving early in the morning with front wheel drive. We were the first ones on the track, so I was expecting the grip will be not so high, so I chose to set out and hoping it will not rain after, but luckily it worked out.
Yeah, okay, so obviously then you took like 3 rounds in the end of it, so even though going into that last round, Stefan, with the rain coming down, Stefan could have matched your 0-0, but you knew going into that last round you had it because he couldn't have beaten your fastest time.
Yeah, that's why I was working on my touring car, so I sit out the last round with Fronty, and tomorrow it looks to be sunny, so I hope it will be, and then try to.
Yeah, we're hoping for dry weather too, but feel now sort of confident you've got a little bit of pace over Stefan, or do you think your tyre, the offset that you'd given yourself over the course of today probably was a bit more of an advantage, and tomorrow it'll be close on the same tyres?
For sure, definitely it will be close because Stefan is fast. He is always fast with front wheel drive, so it will be close finals for sure.
So anybody else you think might be in the mix? Daniel Perlman got himself up into 3rd on the grid. He's the defending champion. Do you think he might run with you guys as well?
Yeah, definitely he can run with us. As you said, he's a reigning champion. Last year he dominated the race with front wheel drive, so for sure he can keep up, and we'll see who else.
So should be some good races. So well done and thank you.
Thank you very much.
So Simon Lauter, Spec TQ, repeating last year.
Yeah, thank you very much. I did all I could. It worked out.
Yeah, absolutely. So you obviously you sat out round 1. Was that strategy? Just give yourself a tyre advantage?
Yes, for sure. It was obvious that the tyre drop is very big here at this track, especially with these tyres. That's what I learned sitting at home, watching the warm-up race, watching the Belgian Nationals and all that. and the decision was quite clear very early. So we already decided this 3 weeks ago or something to, if nothing unexpected happens, to sit out Q1, to have this advantage. The rain made it a little bit more tricky when to go new on Q3, Q4, whatever. But yeah, I'm lucky it paid out, and I'm happy.
Yeah, we were wondering that. I mean, we knew the rain was coming. It was just a matter of when. But obviously, you didn't want to be sat on. You didn't want to have new tyres with it raining. There was no point in that. So once you had the fastest time, then were you quite confident that that would be enough when you had 2 rounds and the fastest time?
Yeah, after Q4 we were quite sure that this is enough, because usually nothing unexpected happens. What is important for me is the good team result we just had, and the confidence we showed in the rain as well as a team, with Ollie behind me. Ollie Bulting, for sure it's easier than with Ollie Payne not being my teammate, because it's just different. For sure, as a team we did a great job, because traction was not super high here all weekend, and this is usually not what suits our car the best. I think it's fair to say this, but we did the right steps, and having the 1, 2, and I think 4 and 6 or something like this, so we should be rather good.
Yeah, I think Lucas is up there in 4th, and I think Max is 7th.
Yeah,
on the
there are some discussions with the penalty from Q1 for Benjamin, but it will be mixed up. But for sure we did a good team result, and that's what matters.
Yeah, absolutely. So what about driving in the wet in that last round? Obviously you knew you had TQ, but you still wanted to go out there in the wet?
The idea behind was that having Ollie being second in the starting order tomorrow, and that's why I did my best at the TQ, so no one else mixes up the field too much tomorrow. I knew, or I hoped, my rain car was good, because obviously we ran in rain yesterday as well, and it paid off. I just cruised it through the track, and it felt super good, to be honest. And I think even we had a little more rain than the groups before, so it was not super easy to get the TQ run, because Enrico was from group 5 or something like this. He had the fastest time up to this point, and he even scored a 3.
Yeah, it was.
So it was not that confident, or not that big of a gap compared to the others. But the car was good, and I'm just happy right now. Both cars performed well. I had a perfect day, in my opinion, and then we will see what happens tomorrow.
It's the white hoodie. What colour for tomorrow?
I always told you, white again, for sure.
Okay, well, thank you, Simon. Well done.
Thank you very much.